Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be, let me speak properly for you guys. This is going to be for the week of the 18th to the 24th, so it is this week, all right? We're going to jump straight into it, Sagittarius. I am going to be doing a different spread. Other people have loved it. I love it. So I hope you love it too. So please let me know if this resonates with you more than my other readings. A lot of people have found that it's even more concise, which is incredible. So please let me know. But yeah, I'm just doing things a little bit differently. So let's see how it goes for you guys. All right. First of all, I am going to split the deck into 3. Usually I let it jump out and then put it back together again in a different order, and then I just pull them out into this lovely spread that I've got for you. Yeah, usually I let them just jump out, but I feel like I want to do it this way now. I'll probably change it up again. We got strong Pisces energy in your reading. By the way, that may also mean that your intuition is going to be getting stronger around this time. Your insights, your awareness is going to be getting stronger at this time as well. Let's just see what we have here. Okay, let's talk about it. For you guys. So the first thing I'm picking up on a little bit is, for some of you, I think you got good news in the past, or you got news in the past and you're still waiting for whatever it is that maybe someone promised you. If that's the case, depending on what it is, if it's legal, I do think things are going to balance themselves out. Like, very straightforward. I'm so sorry. Like, some of you are going to be balancing the scale, or the scale is going to be balanced for you. You will get what's rightfully yours. If you're dealing with legal situations, and again, justice is going to come in. There may have been a blockage with that, maybe some like unfairness in a situation, or maybe some dishonesty, but it will be balanced, all right? But anyway, let's move. Because we have the Page of Wands as your past energy that may be influencing you within this week, and it's the Page of Wands. So this is not a bad card. It's about opportunities, and it is about receiving a message here of good news. So again, you guys could have been reached out to by somebody, but in your current situation, you have the 3 of Wands. So this is where I'm feeling like you're still waiting for something that was promised to you in the past. So I personally feel like I don't like that. Like, I'm going to be very honest with you, but I don't know if that's just my personal opinion. It doesn't feel like it's intuitive, so maybe you don't want to hear it. But I personally think, depending on your situation, I can't tell exactly what you should do. So take this specifically, what I'm saying now, with a pinch of salt, with a grain of salt, whatever the phrase is. But don't be waiting around for something to fulfill itself, all right? Go live your life. Go do things. Don't solely depend on what somebody promised you, all right? Because as we may know already, some people are just not very reliable. The first thing that's coming up in your reading is that you may still be waiting, all right? Maybe a little bit longer. So if you are needing anything now, maybe you're having to do it by yourself first, all right? That's just something I want to say quickly with that. Now, another way of viewing this is there may have been some gossip in the past as well. For some of you, the Page of Wands is very notorious for that. I don't know why these words come to my mind, but that is what it's known for. So some of you, this may be influencing you now. You may be, feeling like somebody's voice is in your head a little bit. If that is the case, then try your best not to indulge in any gossip. Don't indulge in anything that may come back and bite you in the butt, all right? Because it does feel like there's some very heavy karma coming through, very delayed heavy karma, all right? So for a lot of you, if you have done good in the world, expect good to come back to you. This is something you've been waiting a long time for, though. All right, be very honest with you. You are being gifted a new beginning. Let me rephrase that. You're being given a gift. Sorry, like I just floating away somewhere up here, because they wanted to correct me when I'm saying that, because it's not so. There is action that's required almost. That's what I'm feeling like. There's action required. I'm getting so many downloads. Some of you might have a parcel that is delayed. There is some delay coming up in your reading. For some reason, you're waiting a lot this week for things. But okay, let me go in order of the reading. I'm not like I straight away went to go pick up this card, which I'm not supposed to pick up yet, but here we go. In the higher self position for you guys, in terms of what your higher self wants you to tap into, is this wild card. It's a new beginning, it's a clean slate, but it feels like it's something that you have to initiate. I think it is up to you, Sagittarius, to start things fresh. Maybe it is just a new journey you want to go on. Maybe it's just a new chapter of your life that you have to go on. But in order for the world to, for you to step into a new beginning, you have to get rid of an old one. So some of you may be waiting for something that you thought was going to happen a long time ago, but it feels like it's in this new beginning. Or maybe it's maybe this new beginning is what you are wanting and waiting for. Some of you could be a sense of travel as well. But the wild card is just a new cycle. You're waiting for a new cycle. You're waiting for something to change. But what they're actually saying here, I personally feel through your reading, is that you're actually being energetically blocked, not just physically blocked. And maybe that's why it's showing itself as physical blocks, because it feels mainly energetically. And the reason being is that there is this feeling, I just poked myself in the eye, is this feeling of injustice, which is what's blocking that new beginning, by the way. This is what's blocking. This is what your challenge is the Justice card. Now, there's a lot of messages coming through, and it's becoming a bit overwhelming for me. But what I really want to say is, don't go looking into the past to see if somebody is tripped over themselves. Like, I think karma will come in. Again, there is some very heavy overdue karma coming in, so that includes the people that may have hurt you in your life. You will hear about it, don't you worry. They're not going to let you miss out on it. But it's the more that you're looking into what it seems like is the past, the more you're waiting for something, the more you're putting your life on hold. And that's why it feels like an injustice here, is because you feel that there's been an injustice in your life, or things have not been fair, things have not gone the way that you deserved it to. Understandable. That can cause frustration. But the more that you're waiting for something to correct itself, you're actually blocking your own blessing, which is in the future. That's where the correction is going to be. This fairness will be made right. Don't you worry. Like, it feels like you need some, like there's something here to do with this balancing of the scales that's bugging you big time. Some of you may just feel like life has just been unfair. And I promise you, this justice is in a blockage position because something is not balanced. All right, sorry. There's a lot of pauses in your reading, because I just really want to look at this to try and pry the messages out here. Like, if you're waiting for somebody to say something, or you're waiting for someone to get that karma, or you're waiting for someone to apologize, like you're waiting for some justice, but your justice is in the next stage. So by you not moving forward because you just want to see something happen, or you were promised something and you want it, or whatever it is, there is something blocking you. There's something blocking you. For a lot of you, and don't shoot the messenger, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Don't come at me. It's okay. It's general reading. But for the one I'm feeling very called to say is that you don't even realize that you might be blocking yourself because of whatever it is that you're waiting for. I'm going to clarify what it is that you're waiting for here. What's this 3 of Wands? The Fool reversed. This is usually supposed to be about taking a leap of faith. The Fool reverse can represent the fact that maybe what you're waiting for, maybe somebody, I'm going to relate it to somebody. Somebody may have been foolish, naive. Maybe you felt that you were foolish and naive. Some of you, a situation may have caused you to feel foolish and naive. Some of you, there was an injustice. May have been an air sign. Somebody who was cold and detached. What's this Page of Wands in the past? The Queen of Pentacles. Maybe somebody took from you financially. It may have been a financial thing that was promised to you, or something that offered you stability. The Fool. Some of you might need to accept that something is just not going to happen. Or again, it's not that it won't happen. It's not happening right now in your current state. That Three of Wands. Anyway, let's move away from this message because I think I'm going to sound like a broken record soon. I'm just trying to figure it out on a deeper level. And I feel like when I repeat myself, somehow it does that, you know. So again, what they're wanting you to tap into is this new beginning. It's a clean slate, start fresh, remove anything that happened in the old. That karma will happen. I think why I'm saying that you might be your own blockage in this is because you're like, no, I want this to be sorted before I move forward, or no, I need to see this. But energetically, and this could all just be energetically, what you're doing is you're preventing yourself from moving forward because you think it's going to be resolved in the present, but it's not. It's going to be resolved when you're away from the situation. And sometimes that's just what the karma is. All right, because this justice here is your blockage. The feeling of feeling like things are just not fair, which is true. There's a reason why you feel that way. But that feeling is blocking your new beginning. So we can't let other people have that power over you. Okay, there's 3 significant people involved in your life at the moment. Okay, in your environment, and what may be influencing you is, again, you're feeling a bit stuck in your environment. Maybe this is your actual physical environment. Maybe it's your home. Maybe it's the fact that you feel like there's nothing really new around you, or maybe you're unable to get out there and change things up in your environment. Okay, you're feeling a bit stuck. Some of you, maybe there has been, again, some delays in terms of moving, or delays in terms of, again, things progressing. This Hanged Man energy doesn't really say much to me about your social groups. Maybe some of you just have not been socializing. Sorry. Some of you have not been socializing. Some of you may be kind of trying to see people a little bit differently, maybe in terms of colleagues, or maybe in terms of, it feels like you're not really socializing this week. It feels like even if there are people around you, you're kind of just observing them. I think you have a bit of trust issues this week, I'm not going to lie. Because with the Hanged Man, like, I think you're going like mute, or you're just watching what people are saying. You're not doing anything. You're not engaging in anything. You're just looking at things differently. This is where you're going to gain some enlightenment about the people around you, though. Maybe you are seeing things differently with the people that you had around you. Or just taking a break from people, all right? So that you can figure out why you might feel stuck in your life. In terms of your internal blockages here, we have the Six of Pentacles. This doesn't portray a blockage to me, to be honest with you. Again, you are trying to balance the scales. So I think that maybe the way that we're trying to balance the scales, make fairness in your life, might need to, change. I think that there is a new beginning that the universe wants you to tap into. So if you need to say your piece, then say your piece. If you need to write it down and burn it, then do that. The Six of Pentacles is a really good card in terms of getting things into order, getting things into balance. It's 6th house energy, all right, which is about organizing. It's your career, all right. So some of you may be very focused on that, but more of a sense that you're focusing and okay, okay, interesting. All right, hold on a sec. There's a lot coming through. Okay, it's completely knocked the other thought process out the park here. Because this is about your internal, it reminds me of a story about there being 2 wolves within all of us, one full of hate, jealousy, anger, frustration, and all those low vibrations, which can be triggered by situations that life throws at us. I completely get it. I'm not judging. Like, it's completely valid and feelings that we all have. And then the other wolf represents love and compassion and understanding and enlightenment, all the higher frequencies that we can experience in this life. And the story of an old man and a young person. I don't remember it fully. I just remember this message from it, and it's the fact that the child is like, okay, well, who wins the war between these 2 wolves? And it says whichever one you're feeding into. So it feels like maybe you have fell into a little bit of maybe gossip within yourself. Maybe you fell into a little bit of like bad habits, or bad ways of speaking to yourself, or bad ways of viewing the world, whatever it is. If you've been feeling those that those feelings of anger and frustration and jealousy or envy, or feeling in competition with people, or feeling frustrated, or all of those things. Like, life is unfair, I understand, but now you're feeding into the good things. You're balancing the scales. You're no longer giving into that. And this could even just be your own habits, by the way, but this feels internal. Well, this is internal. These are things you're finally giving into. You're no longer feeding into those feelings. You're noticing them, and you're directing your attention onto the good things, so that grows, and then that gets bigger. So the feelings of love and the feelings of compassion. I would say take it easy this week. Go slow, but just keep going. Don't need to stop. Unless you're observing, of course. What you don't see coming, I will clarify this for you because you have the High Priestess. So what you don't see coming is that your intuition is going to be very heightened at this time. Again, I kind of get the vibes that maybe you might have been in a little bit of a state of thinking that may have not been reality. Very Piscean energy, I guess, like very Neptune, of kind of feeling a little bit distorted in your reality. Maybe the way that you saw things were with rose-colored glasses, or whatever they're saying here, or maybe the opposite. Maybe it was complete darkness. The glasses you were wearing were completely black, seeing everything is terrible. This is changing. All right, let's clarify this. Some of you, it could be in terms of a secret, or something that is hidden from you, something that the universe hid from you, because that's what the High Priestess can mean. She has the past, present, and future all in that scroll and book of hers here. So what you don't see coming is there is this huge sense of love coming into your life. And maybe that seems impossible in the way that you're feeling now, especially with empty promises and feeling like a fool, whatever that is to you. We have this beautiful Ace of Cups, this compassion. You have a gift to share with people. This could even be your own intuition. You could end up doing it as a job, or you could end up using that throughout your life because it's getting stronger. Okay, like it's very good. With this combination, for others of you, you're finding love. You might be very surprised by a relationship coming through, by a love offer coming through here, because this is what's hidden from you. Maybe you just don't see your emotional state like being in a sense of like love and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, but that is coming through, and it will be wish fulfillment. It's something that will make you feel so happy it happened. Okay, in your near future, you have the Three of Cups, so there will be something worth celebrating here. Three of Cups usually can mean that maybe you'll find yourself having a few more friendships, which is very lovely. These will be very good friendships. Three of Cups is also a card of gratitude, so you will be celebrating something with the people around you in regards to either a new relationship or something that you feel very happy and content with, okay? In a distant future is that Hierophant, so that's that commitment. So within this week, you may well have already met this person very recently, or you will be meeting new people who are full of love, but specifically in a relationship, it is going to be taken higher. In a distant future, we have the Hierophant here. Commitment, marriage, it is also about traditions here, and passing a level here, going up to a higher level, is ascending. So you guys could be finding yourself actually really being in a very different state within the next few months as well. And especially for a lot of you, you will be in a relationship in the next few months, if not already. If you are in a relationship, then let's just say you will find yourself making more friends outside of that, and that will end up strengthening your connection. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Your advice and what you need to hear and do is to honor there being some sort of like abandonment wound happening within you. You have been a victim to something, whether it's a financial loss, whether it is an emotional loss here. You will be healing this. So with the Five of Pentacles, what they're asking you to do is to make sure you're asking for help where necessary. Make sure that you are speaking your truth where necessary. Don't be afraid to ask other people for some help. Don't be afraid to reach out, even if it's just for some like company, because with the Five of Pentacles, it can be very lonely. Usually this is a card of people outside the church, but church lights are open, but these people who are in need are not kind of going in there. Whether you're scared of judgment for reaching out, whether you are just fearful of being vulnerable, or needing other people's help, maybe it was used against you, or again, maybe whatever it may be, they're asking you to make sure that my screen is just deciding to shut off there. Sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, just make sure you are asking for help when necessary. And when it comes down to internal, even if that's, by the way, therapy, like that, I am picking up on that for some of you. Like, if this is an emotional wound, don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, some of you may feel like you can't afford it, which that Five of Pentacles may be the case. Some of you, maybe you will find somebody who does it at a good price, or again, there are other ways of kind of getting some sort of like help. Again, I'm not a medical like professional or anything like that. But like journaling can help. Getting rid of those feelings inside might actually help you focus on other things. All right, because sometimes we just want to be heard. That's why journaling can help a lot of people, because it's finally putting pen on paper and saying how you feel rather than keeping it in your head. But anyway, tables will turn. Don't you worry. Justice will be at hand. But what you need to focus on is not the justice system. Is this like bugging out for you guys? I hope you can still hear me anyway. That's weird. It's not the justice system or the system of the universe. It's on this new beginning of yours at hand, because you will get justice, if not through that legal system, if not through that specific situation that you wanted it from. It will be on this new beginning. Trust me. Alrighty? Or on what you don't see coming, which was kind of a secret from the universe. But anyways, I love you guys, wish you all the best. I have a lovely meditation app down there for you guys. If you want to try a free trial, it is with my code. The link should take you straight there. If you enjoy it, then it also leads you to a 25% off code as well. It's all through the same link, and by signing up for the free trial with my link, you end up having that as a membership if you want to continue. If you don't, then you could just cancel the trial, and again, no risk involved. So if you want to get into meditation, breath work, if you like listening to ASMR, if you like tapping into your intuition, which is strengthening anyway, so you don't really need it, but if you wanted to, they do a lot of meditations on strengthening your intuition, tapping into your higher self, chakras, anything. It actually has so many videos there. I can't list them all, but they also do sleep sounds. They do therapy on there actually as well. So, see what that's about. If you are a bit skeptical, it's okay. Go and check my video that's on my page where I am getting back on track, because I really used it in a very, very important time in my life, and it really helped me in so many ways. So I personally have a big soft spot for the app. So that's why it's the only app I would ever recommend to you guys. So feel free to try it out. If not, it's completely fine. There are lots of videos online on YouTube if you want to try them out as well. But anyway, I love you guys. Wish you all the best. And I hope you guys have an incredible week. Let me know if the spread resonated with you, if this video was better than the last ones, or if it's the same. Let me know. And I will see you guys next time, all right?